Greetings, my sports to the bone people. And we are back at it again. Yes, man. Well, today is the day. West Indies. They will go in search of a second victory. Yeah, man. We will be taking on Uganda and we are looking to secure a second victory. Now, I'm going to give you my keys to victory for that game. Not only keys to victory, but keys to a big victory. We're also going to spend some time and take a look at a game from our group that was played yesterday. New Zealand versus Afghanistan. Well, New Zealand, they were absolutely hammered. When I say hammered, my people, they were hammered, right? Afghanistan, they scored 159 and bowled out New Zealand for 75. I remember a few weeks ago, I had indicated that I have Afghanistan as a dark horse in this T20 World Cup. So we're going to go through it. Give a listening ear. Let me know what you think. Please remember to subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. All right, let's get straight into it. So Afghanistan batting first, they scored a competitive 159 for 6 from their allotted 20 overs. Yes, 159 for 6. Now it was Gurbaz and Zadran that did the damage. They actually put together a 103-run partnership to lead the way there, or to pave the way. So Gurbaz, he got 80 from 58, 5 fours and 5 sixes. We also saw, his strike rate was 142.86. And I tell you, my people, I got an opportunity to see this game, especially when Afghanistan, when they were bowling. And I must say that they are looking pretty good. They're looking pretty good. Zadran, he made 44 from 41, 3 fours and 2 sixes. So those were the two guys that led the way there for that 159 for 6. In terms of how they lost the wickets, 103 for 1, 127 for 2, 136 for 3, after 136 for 3, they went to 156 for 4. Then it was 156 for 5, 158 for 6, and they finished off with that 159 there. Now bowling for New Zealand, Trent Bolt, he had 2 for 22 from his 4 overs. So some good bowling from Trent Bolt as per usual. Matt Henry had 2 for 37 from his 4. And we saw Lucky Ferguson getting 1 for 28 from his 4 overs. No, there wasn't any sort of luck for New Zealand when it was their time to bat. Finn Allen, he was removed with the first ball. Yes, so Finn Allen was removed without scoring. Devon Conway was removed shortly. He made 8 from 10. Kane Williamson was dismissed by Rashid Khan. 9 from 13. Only Glenn Phillips was really to put up any sort of resistance. He made 18 from 18. And, Matt Henry made 12. No one else was able to get into double figures. The Afghanistan bowlers, they bowl extremely well. So I remember, a few years ago, we always said that Afghanistan, the bowling, we have to be very watchful of their bowlers, especially the spinners. But it has gotten to a point now where their seamers, they have seamers doing pretty well. Plus the batsmen, they are also doing their thing. So Afghanistan going pretty well there. Now in terms of New Zealand, 75 all out. They were first wicket without scoring. Then 18 for 2, right? Then 28 for 3, 33 for 4, 43 for 5, 43 for 6, 53 for 7, 59 for 8, 63 for 9, 75 all out. So Afghanistan, they're doing the business. Now, in terms of the wicket takers, Faruqi, he picked up 4 for 17. Rashid Khan, the captain, 4 for 17 from his 4 overs. And we also saw Mohamed Nabi getting 2 for 16. So this Afghanistan team is nothing to joke about. Remember, after Uganda, we are gonna have to face up. We're gonna have to face them. So if we were harboring any thoughts of just being, just relaxing, that can't happen any at all. You understand? I have said it before. We cannot underestimate any team, and this was such a big victory because they actually won the game. The game there by 84 runs. 84 runs. So that is pretty good there for them in terms of their net run rate. So shout out to them. All right, so going into our game now against Uganda, we need a big win. I am not saying that we're going to walk over them. I'm not saying that this should be a cake in the park. Not saying anything like that. But we have to make sure that we take care of business. We have to make sure that we take care of business. If we're batting first, we need 200. We need. I mean, it probably sound a way to be asking for that based on how the pitches, based on how we see the pitches, how they are playing. Not a lot of high scores, but we need to score a lot of runs. Hopefully we can bat first and get 190. See teams getting 150, 160. We have the power in the back end, so if we can tee off and get close to 200, that would be good. I am not going to be naive and say that if they don't score 200, it's a fail because it's against Uganda. I am not going to say that. Right? These teams, they have been playing a lot of cricket. They have players all over the place playing. So I wouldn't say that. But try to get close to 200 and then try and get them out. It would be nice if you can get them out for 100 or under. Right? If we're bowling first, we need to try and slap them away for 110, 105, 110. No disrespect. But if we're going to try to be ruthless, we have to talk about what we are aiming for, right? And not saying that we are going to do it, but if we're going to be ruthless, these are the sort of goals that we need to be set. That needs to be set, right? We heard Darren Sammy saying that winning the game with only 1 over was a bit too close to the heart. It was a bit too close for comfort. That game against Papua New Guinea. So going up against Uganda, we need to get it right. Batting first, score up 200. Right? Bowling first, slap them with 100 or under, 105. And me saying this, I hear the amount of time I'm repeating it. Me saying this doesn't necessarily mean I am being cheeky or behaving as if they are not good. This is me saying that I want my team to be vigilant. I want my team to go out there and to stamp their authority. Right? This is me asking the team to turn up in that type of form, right? So that is what we are looking for. The bowlers, they just need to go out there and hunt in pairs. If we are using the seamers, then they try and see what they can do. All right, the spinners, they are there also. Whatever bowling attack we are using, we need to get ahead of the game from early. If we are bowling first, whether we are bowling first or not, we have to control that power play. So these are basically the same things that I always go over to and say keys to victory, right? But if we want to get things right this time, let us say keys not only to victory, but keys to a comfortable victory, right? Keys to a run rate victory, if you understand what I mean. So we're going to leave it right there for now. I'm not too sure I'm going to be able to do a watch along. Definitely going to be watching the game. So if you are unable to watch the game, you know that if I'm not doing the watch along, my recap will be there in the evening. And the fact that I am seeing the game, well, not even in the evening, immediately after the game. The fact that I'm seeing the game, you can know that you will get a comprehensive review. Nowhere else but here on Sports to the Bone. Big up on yourself.